Hi everybody from Sunrise Stretch, Strength and Tone. I miss seeing you all in person, but I'm happy to have the opportunity to try to stay in touch this way using YouTube and some videos. I thought today I'd talk a little bit about what to use to exercise at home, or what you could use so that you could continue to exercise at home. I know a lot of us have exercise equipment, but not everybody does. So for the videos that I'm going to post, I have the bulk of 3 classes ready to go that will be coming online very shortly. But for those classes, you're going to need a couple of props. The first is some weights, either heavy weight or lightweight or whatever you can make do with. So for example, my heavy weight here is about 8 pounds, and one will work. If I ever demonstrate something that uses 2 arms, you could just do one side and then pause it, replay it, and do the other side if you can't do both arms at once. But I will try to avoid that so that if you only had one weight, we could make it work. So one heavy weight, you know where you are. You all have been exercising a very long time. If you didn't have a heavy weight, you could always use an empty jug of some kind. A 1-gallon jug filled with water weighs about 8.3 pounds. So that might be a nice place to start for heavy weight. And of course, you can always take weight out to make it a little bit lighter. And I know you can do the math better than me for that one. All right, so a heavy weight, 1 or 2, and then a lightweight. Now this is a 3-pound weight. I only have one of them. Again, I'll just do one side and then the other if I'm demonstrating for you. If you didn't have a lightweight, and again, 3 pounds and under is typically what we'd consider a lightweight. Our shoulder doesn't always like heavy weight. You could use something else. So I have a couple other options, and some of these won't be viable for you, but some of them might be. I have these slightly over 1 pound little bags of sand. They're made for another piece of fitness equipment, but they come out. And so I might, when I demonstrate, just use these 1-pound weights as my lightweight. So if you see me with holding 2 little black bags, you know that's what those are. Now, I know not everybody's going to have those. Maybe you have some canned goods, right? So I have a large can of beans. We'll just ignore the brand name, right? But this can says it's 1 pound 11 ounces, and I weighed it on my scale, and it really is slightly over 1 pound 11 ounces by the time you add the can. The contents is 1 pound 11, but the can is a little bit heavier, so that might be nice for a lightweight. And then the smaller can of beans is 15 ounces, and sure enough, when I weighed that on my scale, it's slightly over 1 pound. So if you didn't have something like this to use as your 1 pound weight, maybe a can of beans or some other can. Just read the label on the big can to they have to say how much by weight is in the can. The other thing we might need, at least for the classes that I'm planning to post right now, is either a yoga strap, and if you don't have one of these, a belt or an old tie or an old piece of string, or some other kind of like a thicker rope, a sturdier rope would work. Sometimes you might need to put 2 belts together. I have long yoga straps because I have long legs, but depending on how petite you are, maybe you don't need something super long. So, but I'm pretty sure that this one is about 6.5 feet. So if you're looking for something, again, depending on how tall you are, maybe you need something somewhere between 5 and 6 feet. All right. Or if you don't have a yoga strap, a lot of us have these TheraBands around the house, right? Left over from physical therapy or some other thing. So this might be your other option. And again, this is about 6 foot long, if not slightly longer than that. So that's sort of the second category. I know one of the classes that I'm going to post, I'm going to ask you to get a towel. So this is a beach towel that I have rolled up. Hopefully you can see that. And I put just a rubber band around it. And if I had to guess, it's slightly, from top to bottom, is slightly more than 6 inches. So that will come in handy at some point. And then, of course, your yoga mat. And if you need a knee pad, you can always fold up one edge of your yoga mat if you don't have a knee pad at home. Or if you have a gardening pad, those also work really nicely. If it's dirty, just slide it in a plastic bag and then put a towel or something over it. All right, the other note I'm going to talk about, I won't be playing music when we're working out. There are some copyright rules that I can't disobey, I guess. And so you won't hear any music when I'm working out with you or during the video. So just put your own music on, and that way you get to hear whatever you want to hear. Ride Like the Wind or Happy, whatever song works for you. You can make a playlist. If you need help with that, you could always ask me. You know how to email me. The other thing I want to talk about is cardio. So in our Sunrise Stretch, Strength and Tone class, usually I warm you up for 5 minutes or so, and then we proceed into cardio. We do cardio for 15 to 20 minutes depending on the day. So it'd be a good idea if you could continue with your cardio at home. What I'll say though is if you're inside, if it's a rainy day and you're going to do your warm-up and your cardio in front of your screen, whatever you're watching me on, be cautious. So here in my living room, which is where I would probably do this, I have carpet, and I don't want to wear my shoes on my carpet and then move from side to side. You're at great risk to fall. So if you're warming up on your carpet with your shoes on, with your rubber tennis shoes, right? Be careful with that side-to-side motion. Maybe you just go forward and back, or you stay in place. You'll see what I mean going forward. What I'm planning on doing at this moment is that I am going to post sort of a create your own workout set of videos. So I will post several warm-ups and then cardio suggestions. So in class, normally I'll do one move for about a minute or a minute and a half, and then you'll walk it out. And then I'll do another move, and then you'll walk it out, right? And you sort of do intervals of those. Maybe we do 5 different cardio moves broken up by 5 rest periods where you're walking, or if you need more work, you'll do jumping jacks or something like that. So after the warm-up video, right after that, I'll give you a suggestion of 5 cardio moves. Now, I'm not going to do the whole workout with you, right? I'll just give you ideas, and then you can work them in however it works for you. Maybe you do as long as you can, the first set of moves, and then you cool it down by walking around your living room, around your house, or up and down your stairs, whatever it may be. And then you come back and do the second move. So you're all smart, you'll figure it out. If you want to go outside, weather's been nice, right? Maybe you want to take it outside. And if you do, I'll just throw out an idea for you. Much like we do in class, where I get your heart rate up and then we bring it back down, I get your heart rate back up and then I bring it back down. We kind of build this graph that goes in this direction with our heart rate. Always you should be able to carry on a conversation no matter what kind of cardio you're doing. But maybe if you're outside walking, maybe you decide to pick up the pace just a little bit. Maybe you sing a song in your head. Happy birthday song we've all been singing as we're washing our hands right now. If you sing it twice, maybe you walk really quickly as you sing it twice in your head or out loud, whatever you want to do. Or maybe you say to yourself, oh, I see that blue mailbox down there. I'm going to walk quickly to get to the blue mailbox, and then I'll calm it down again. So you can use your own version of this. Maybe you say a prayer as you walk to the next destination, or pick it up, or you could even jog in place for a few seconds. So make it your own. So I said I was going to do a make your own workout, or create your own workout. So I'll post a video that has a warm-up and cardio suggestions, and then I'll post another workout that has the bulk of the work. Some work with weights, a little bit of yoga / balance like we always do in class, and then we'll take it down to the mat and finish up on the floor. just like we do when I see you in person. So that is my plan. Now you could take the first warm-up I create and warm up with that one, and then finish with the second or third workout that I post, the weight work and then the cool down and mat work. So you decide. You decide. You can make it your own. Maybe you have your favorites. What I'll say is don't do the same thing all the time, right? I always tell you we have to do different things in different ways. We got to hit the muscle from different aspects so that it is always on guard, never gets complacent. Let's see what else. I think that is all I have to talk to you about today. So I will leave you here and get posting and developing some other classes. Take care.